Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's 3-Chord Dave, and today we're talking about Harley Benton. They have a brand new signature guitar for YouTuber Guitar Max. Looks cool. Hey folks, welcome back to my channel where we're going to talk about Guitar Max's signature guitar from Harley Benton. It's a very cool guitar. I like it. I like what they're doing with it as well. But if you could hit that subscribe button, that'd be super cool. Over 80% of people who regularly watch the channel are not subscribed. If you subscribe, you will be helping me out massively. We'll talk about more why, or we'll say that sentence correctly later on in the video. So make sure you stay till the end of the video because we got some stuff to talk about. Also make sure you hit that like button because that's a cool thing to do, the like, thank you. And then also leave a comment in the comment section down below. There's also lots of cool things in the description you can check out if you wanted to. So Guitar Max is a very cool guitar channel, run of course by Max. He talks about lots of guitar news, lots of interesting guitar topics, and has lots of guitar reviews and stuff like that on his channel. Very entertaining, very guitar heavy, and a channel that I enjoy watching in my own downtime from time to time. So nobody better, in my opinion, to get a signature guitar and Harley Benton come along and give the dude what I think all of us on YouTube want, which is their own signature guitar. Hint, hint, Harley Benton, hint, hint. But yeah, the dude has worked with Harley Benton for a few years apparently to put together this guitar, which is based on Harley Benton's Fusion series, which has been getting a lot of praise all over the place for being a very cool metal-inspired range of guitars. And look, I can't think of a better guitar to base Guitar Max's signature from. But let's give you some rundown of some specs. They've done some special things here, and the pricing's cool too, which we'll go into in a little bit. So the Harley Benton signature for Guitar Max, it has a roasted maple neck and fretboard. Roasted maple necks are great. They're just fantastic. They play great. They feel great. So can't complain about that. A modern C profile on the neck as well. Jumbo stainless steel frets. You get 24 of those. None of this 22 fret nonsense. 24. Nothing wrong with 22 frets, by the way. So jumbo frets, very cool. It's a reverse headstock on this guitar, which isn't just because it looks cool, but it doesn't hurt. Let's just admit that. And a Naito, I think is how you pronounce it, is what the guitar is made, the guitar body is made of, which some people, and Max mentions this in his video, which I'll link by the way in the description, is a Eastern mahogany green flame burst veneer, which is not a problem because at this price range you'd expect it to be a veneer, and it does look very vermilion bursty, if that's a thing that I can say without being sued by a certain company. You get gold hardware, including the Floyd Rose 1000 series, which looks great. Not being a super Floyd fan or whatever, it still looks pretty cool on this guitar. You do have in the pickup positions a Tesla X1 in the bridge and a Tesla dual rail RS2 in the neck position, which looks like a single coil but is a humbucker, and that's very cool. And because it's, Max goes into it in his video in detail, that it gives it a different tonal sound because it's closer to the up the neck and stuff like that. Very cool stuff. Check out his video for sure. Mini toggle switch for a coil split, and then you've also got a regular three-way and a volume and a tone. That's the rundown of the guitar pretty much. What I like about this though is Max in his video details that he didn't want to have an expensive guitar because, you know, some people get a signature guitar and they just are like, their main concern is, will it be expensive? Will people think I'm fancy? And he's right in that. There's people who don't want a signature guitar to be cheap. Max was different, had a different thought frame there, which I think is cool, which is he wanted it to be the best guitar it could be, but also be affordable for people and not be kind of, you know, just taking advantage of people. He wanted a cool guitar that people could buy for 499 euros. And that's the pricing that Harley Benton have settled on, which is great. And yes, I do think it is affordable. It's on the high end for Harley Benton, but for what you're getting, I think it's a good deal. And kudos to Guitar Max. Big fan, love what he's doing, great stuff. Now at this point I would like to say guitar YouTubers don't just make money from their signature model guitars, because if we did, we wouldn't, I mean, everyone would be buying guitars every week, and that's not how it works. So we do things like have Patreon. So if you could check out my Patreon, that'd be super cool. The link's in the description box down below. It starts at $3 a month. You get stuff like 24 hours early access to videos before they're on YouTube. There is exclusive content on Patreon, which is being ramped up at the minute. And Guitar Wishlist, a show we used to do here last year but didn't quite work on YouTube, is over there. So if you were a fan of that show, check it out on Patreon. Also, there's exclusive merch available, and it's much easier to reach me through Patreon as well if you wanted to reach out to me for a specific reason. So check it out, the links are in the description below, and thank you so much for doing that. And also subscribe to the YouTube. Now, this is not Harley Benton's first ever signature model, of course, because in 2020 they brought out a guitar in conjunction with Hunter, or Agu Fish as you may know him. He brought out this very cool single cut guitar from Harley Benton, and as you can see, it's very different from a lot of Harley Bentons. It's even got a different headstock and logos and stuff like that, and it was really well received. They brought this guitar out with only 350 models made worldwide, copies made worldwide, and they sold out really quickly, like record time, even though they were quite pricey. I think they were like $6.99. Something tells me they were expensive for a Harley Benton at that point. Very cool though, and nice to see some recognition for YouTube guitarists. Honestly, I like it. Hunter's guitar, by the way, there's version 2 is coming out fairly soon. He's had a video on his channel about the prototypes and different colors and stuff like that. I like the paler or lighter backs that are on these new ones, so check out his channel for more information on that, and keep an eye out for those guitars because they're bound to sell out pretty quickly, as Guitar Maxes are, or maybe already have, because there's not going to be many of them around. But very, very cool indeed. But YouTube guitarists getting signature models is not a new thing either. Gibson even gave a YouTuber a guitar, signature guitar last year. Rick Beato got his, what is it? It's like a Les Paul Special double cut. Very cool looking guitar, I think. And they took the specs from his SG and his Les Paul Special, combined them, and made his signature guitar, which I think is very cool. It wasn't the cheapest guitar because it was Gibson, and you know there's a Gibson tax, and that's fine. But Harley Benton are in the game now. And Harley Benton, if you're watching, I have some ideas. And this is why I need you guys who are watching this video to hit that subscribe button, because take a look here. Guitar Max has 182,000 subscribers. Congratulations, by the way. Hunter and Agu Fish, however you want to call them, 121,000 subscribers. And both of these guys have signature models with Harley Benton. If I'm to get a signature model with Harley Benton, I need a few more subscribers. Because, yeah, it's like 7. So I love you guys, but if you could hit that subscribe button. Again, more than 80% of you are not subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button and we can get a signature model going. That'd be great. But if Harley Benton are out there and you're thinking, what would Dave do if he was getting a signature model guitar? Well, I would take you my SG, and I would take you a Les Paul, or one of your SC 550s, and say, let's do something like this and mash the two of them together. And we would have an SG style body, sorry, a double cut style body with a maple cap, and it would be flipping beautiful, and it would have P90s in it, and we'd go between a few different prototype colors, Pelham blue, faded Pelham blue, gold top, and maybe a tobacco burst or something like that. It'd be flipping cool. People would buy the crap out of it, and it would only be like $3.99, so people would dig it. I definitely think, you know, we could do something. So if you'd like to see what I would do with a signature model if Harley Benton jumped on board, tag them and tell them and be like, hey, let's make a 3-quart day version. Let's just do 50 guitars. We could sell 50 guitars. It'd be worth it. Anyway, I don't think we're getting there anytime soon. But do make sure you're subscribed. Do make sure you keep an eye on the channel, because we're doing a video every single day in March. So make sure you come back and check out each and every one of them. And with that being said, I'll be back with another guitar related video very soon. But until then, take care.